How far is your man Sage back with another video? We're gonna be doing the human anatomy for the arm. I'm gonna simplify it for you. Here's my journal. So just to show you the basic anatomy, the research I've had to do. You don't have to make sure you have something like this going on. Because I'm just here to simplify it for you. I'm not gonna go into too much details. So let's get to it. Let's start with the deltoid. I'm gonna be using my journal as a reference. Deltoid is like a heart-shaped muscle. It's a compilation of a lot of muscle. So we're just gonna simplify with the majors. Then I have three major visible deltoid muscles. There's like an arm slightly up, or just horizontally upright. Show you how it looks. So you'd only see the middle and the number 3, that's the one on the side. So keep in mind, whenever you're drawing the deltoid and you wanna go through it practicing, just follow these styles and you'll be safe. This will give you an idea. It's like your little hacks and so that's the 3D form. It's like a shield. That's another way you could look at it. I'm gonna cut that into planes. So always use planes to further simplify. The complicated stuff is gonna help you in shading and marking out a lot of things. So this is the 3D version. It could be there are different kinds, but I'm gonna keep it like this. This is like the major 3D version of the deltoid. You can see the top side and you can see the sides, and you see that that's the plane in the shape of the 3 major muscles. Now let me foreshorten it, and then you're gonna see the top. You got the side. See how the plane can actually help you. You can mark out what angle you want to be looking at it from, what's going to be shown and what's not going to be shown. Don't try to show everything. Don't do that. That's a major mistake. As a rookie mistake. If you're not sure, just leave it. Don't try to show everything. You're just gonna end up with problems. Let's go to the mid-arm here. Got the biceps, the brachialis, and you got the triceps. We're just simplifying it, so you could check out Proco's YouTube for more detailed explanations. He's got the good stuff. I'm just gonna show you guys how to get in practice. You can use this for especially them anime artists. This is the best way to go about your anime art with these kind of basic forms. So we're going with a cylinder. As you can see, I'm gonna do the same thing and break it down. We're just gonna use the big muscles. The biceps is called biceps. There are two muscles there, triceps, three muscles. Brachialis is just one major. It sits behind the biceps. So we're just gonna mark them out as a whole family. And try and work around with them in terms of perspective, angles. I'm gonna show you that real quick. How to properly draw them, and have your character, anatomically more correct. Because you don't want to have his arm, looking, his arm facing from a top view, and then his deltoid is like facing. It's just wrong. You're gonna have some irregular looking Attack on Titan character. See, so you gotta follow the view, the perspective. I'm just gonna show you from the tricep. That's like the back view. There's an extra muscle underneath there. Oh, it's like an extra muscle there. If you know the details, mainly you'd see the two major ones. There we go. Remember, basic shapes you find. Just practice a lot with basic shapes, that you could be able to do it without having to just hop on drawing muscles, and just stop doing the rookie mistakes and do it right. Now this is your forearm. I forgot the name of that muscle. It's that brachialis, the major one. That's a very important muscle. The number one, very important. Again, we're gonna section it into three. See that? Remember, you can't do this if you haven't had a good enough, not even a basic, a good enough knowledge on anatomy. So you gotta get to work, fellas. Gotta get to work. Definitely gonna do a video on the hand itself, so don't worry about that. But you can see how I'm easily using shapes to mark out the fingers and the thumb. I'm gonna show you how to do that as well. You can see the general idea I'm getting at. Mark out the planes. See that? There are different ways to do this, different shapes you can use as well. So don't limit yourself to my style. You gotta figure out what's best for you. I'm just here to guide you. There's what you should be having upstairs when you're putting it down. Don't overthink it, just keep it simple. Always keep it simple. Shout out to my art teacher, my friend. He gave me the abbreviation KISS. That's for like keep it simple. I'm not gonna say that. I don't want YouTube to get on my ass. See how I'm doing that? See the planes, the shape. So I'm using my contour lines to show you the direction. See how simple you can make it look. You could also use this for like your robots and mecha. I'm gonna do a video on that as well. Yeah, just try to don't draw arms unless you wanna do cartoon style, like Adventure Time and all that. No, the weird ass arms. I don't even think those guys have bones. I'm just gonna color this in to just show you, mark out the different muscles. Muscles look like they're on a steak or something, like roasted meat. For the fellow Nigerians, the Suya gang. But take note, when you learn this, your your muscles have to actually look like they are attached to a bone. You don't want to have them looking flabby. Gotta make them look solid. Mark that red. You can see the middle important one. You could look at your arm as well. I use my arms as reference. Or you could use yourself as a reference sometimes. You could study, don't go around looking at people weirdly, or you could study, people and that. For the females and the ladies, all of these are just gonna be more soft. You're not really gonna thicken the lines, The line weights are gonna be thinner, they're gonna be, more loose compared to the men's, and the muscles are gonna be, you know, it's gonna have that soft look, unless the lady is muscular. Like I promised, I'm always gonna do a line weight and shading. If you haven't checked out the video on line weight and shading, pause this right now. You have to go back. That is the first thing you need to get down. So I'm basically just following from what I got up from the other video. You see, from one of the uses, areas with a lot of muscle folds and joints, you're gonna have a dark pinch or a dark lining. See how important the planes come in. Go follow that shade. Just keeping it simple. Made a couple of mistakes, but as long as you get the point. See those little joints? You can see how the form looks just without, even the main details. It has some sort of 3D form to it. That's what you should be aiming for. And there's all shading basics. Check out the video. I'm gonna do the same thing for every other anatomy simplification. At the end, I'm gonna do a line weight and shading so you could get an idea. So let's say your character is super muscular. It's mostly comic art, and they have this style of shading where they almost shade all the muscles known to man. Some of the muscles don't even exist, they just shade it in. But you should take each, this where like the planes and all that come into play. So you gotta keep all of that in mind when you're doing this. So you gotta shade each of them like they are their own shapes. See that? Each and every one of them. So if you want to add in your own extra muscles, go ahead. But if you want to play around, do the comic style. This is what you're looking at. Oh, yeah, this is actually about arm. It looks boneless. Well, you get the point of what I'm trying to show you. Doing it real quick. It's my micron, my touch new, my Copic. It's all I used. Much love, like, comment, subscribe.